What the fuck? What the fuck? What's up, fellas? What's up, everyone? How's it going? Happy Friday. Happy Black Friday. Coming off the Thanksgiving weekend. That's right, everyone. Hope everyone has had a splendid holiday weekend. I know I have for the most part. Oh, let's get some music going here. This is the one I like, right? Nope, this is not the one I like. This is definitely not it. That's the one I like. There we go. Nightlife. Here we are. Okay. Well, if y'all saw the thumbnail, got some things to talk about today. Got a lot of cool shit. Not really a whole lot happening in the world of entertainment in the last 2 weeks. I mean, last week I didn't have a show. I was just way too busy. My nephew had a birthday. I was dealing with that. So, pretty much certain things that carry over from that weekend are going to be here. For instance, Red 1 bombed at the box office last week. That was neat. Or actually like 2 weeks ago, something like that. But looks like Wicked and Gladiator had a pretty solid opening weekend, right? Oh yeah, I got my Starbies too. It's gonna be a good one. Anyway, anyone pouring in, welcome to the Black Friday Phil edition of this week's version of the show. You all know, I'm Phil. This is my show. And this show is me talking shit. Talking all sorts of shit. Talking plenty of shit. Talking a whole bunch of different shit about shit. Because I don't know shit from fuck from shit. But there's been a lot that's happened in the last 2 weeks worth of news, as I mentioned earlier. A little bit of Star Wars news. Not a whole lot of Marvel news. A lot of DC news. A lot of general film news and overall. James Gunn's out there talking about a whole slew of stuff from about DC. Looks like Christopher Nolan's newest film is amping up for a great cast. I just saw that Robert Pattinson as well as Charlize Theron have joined his next flick, which is cool. That's neat. All sorts of neat, I suppose. What else is there? A couple rumors here and there. We got, you know what? I found this really funny. And that would be The Rock comparing Red 1 to Oppenheimer, since we're on the topic of Christopher Nolan. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. I saw this and I just had a good laugh. Let's see. I should have had these tabs pulled up prior, but oh, well. That's me for being a little underprepared, I suppose. This is a little old. This is actually like close to 2 weeks old, but I found this really funny. This headline right here just made me laugh. Before I get into this, though, let me go ahead and say hi to everyone who's stopping in. We got Braden. Braden's my guy. He's here every week on the dot. Much appreciated, my guy. Next week, the DCU starts. I will be touching on that. I'm glad you brought that up. My man, Ronan. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Feels like I just talked to you. Feels like it's been forever. Actually, I'm kidding. It was only like, less than 24 hours since we've talked. But it's good to see you, man. Superman Lois coming to an end. I will touch on that as well. Got Dalton Bell in the house. What's up, dude? How's it going? Daryl, my guy. How's it going, man? Happy holidays. Fantastic Four wraps filming this week. So I know I am exquisitely happy about that. Can't wait to see that Superman trailer. I'll be talking about that too. It's going to be a very super-centric episode today. Hence the t-shirt. We got my guy Chainsaw. How's it going, man? Good to see all your lovely faces in the chat. Much love, much love. But before we get into all the super talk, I had to laugh at this, and I had a good laugh at this. This shit cracked me up. This is so funny to me. This is so funny to me. That is Dwayne Johnson says Red 1 needs IMAX screens like Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. With this technology, could be game over. And this is, 2 weeks ago, but I'm still going to laugh about it now. Dwayne Johnson is pleased with his latest movie, Red 1, believes it should be released on IMAX screens like Nolan's Oppenheimer. In an interview, the Black Adam actor said he watched Nolan's World War II epic in the same IMAX screening room the directors used to screen his films. After experiencing Nolan's films on IMAX, he felt Red 1 would, quote, be a game changer if screened the same way. Oh, Let me try my best Dwayne Johnson impression. With Red One, our intention was to make a movie that you can enjoy on the biggest screen possible. Legitimately, one of the biggest screens possible are IMAX. I was midway through shooting Red One. I had an opportunity to see Oppenheimer. I watched it in the IMAX theater where Christopher Nolan watched and screened his movies. Him and Emma Thomas, his wife. I even asked to let me sit where Chris sits. They said, Chris sits here. It's like he's trying to be Christopher Nolan. This is too funny to me. He continued, I watched Oppenheimer. It was amazing, but I was thinking, holy shit, Red One on this screen with this technology could be game over. I remember texting director Jake Kasdan a picture of my bare chest and a picture of the screen, and we realized how cool IMAX would be. Red One is indeed a film directed by Jake Kasdan, originally greenlit for streaming, but Amazon shifted to a theatrical release after it tested well. The film follows Johnson's Callum Drift, the head of North Pole Security, as he teams up with a bounty hunter to find a kidnapped Santa Claus. Welp. I can't take this seriously. I want to watch that movie, but man, I don't know if I want to at the same time. I definitely didn't catch it in the theater, that's for sure. I wanted to, but I didn't. Braden said, Rock also said people should be around to sing in the theaters even though you're going to see a movie, not a concert. Okay, you know what? Thank you for bringing this up. Because look, you go to the Wicked musical to watch the musical, to sing along, right? Right. You go to a movie, you shut the fuck up, you put your fucking phone down, you turn your phone on fucking silent, you watch the damn thing. At least in my day, that's kind of how it went. This is even also before cell phones. So even then, you didn't have to worry about putting your cell phone on silent because you didn't fucking have one. Now in the era of smartphones, in the era of obnoxiousness at the movie theater, we've got kids left and right going, oh, look at me, I'm in the movie theater. Oh, here's the post-credit scene. Now we have like people having to worry about other people singing while watching a goddamn movie. My buddy Mike Snyder put it best. He's like, I pay money to watch a fucking movie, not to sing to a fucking musical. Did I go watch Joker to sing along to all the songs? No. Am I going to go watch Wicked and pay money to have people sing in the theater? Absolutely fucking not. That is not going to happen. No. I'm sorry. I pay money to go to a movie theater to watch a fucking movie in solace and to enjoy the picture, to absorb the technique, to absorb the performances, to internalize some of the stuff that is being presented to me in this art form. If I wanted to go and sing along, I would go pay money to go witness a fucking musical. I'm not paying money to go to a movie theater to witness a fucking musical, am I? If I wanted to throw on, what was it, Lin-Manuel Miranda's whatever the fuck on Disney Plus, if I wanted to throw that on and sing along to that, I would, but I'm not gonna. Want to know why? Because I don't even like musicals that much. But if you pay money to go see Wicked and people are singing in the theater, you were well within your right to be like, hey, shut the fuck up. I can't hear what they're saying. I don't know why people think this is okay. Like, no, you paid money to see the fucking thing in the theater because it's a fucking movie, not a fucking musical. Why is this so difficult? I don't get it. I do not get it, like, at all. At all. Like, seriously, if I were to go see Wicked and I see some bozo singing along, this is gonna be my response.
Get him out of here. Shut the fuck up, fat man. This ain't none of your goddamn business.
You're goddamn right. I'm gonna tell that motherfucker shut the fuck up so I can watch the goddamn movie that I paid money for. Especially considering movie ticket prices in California are fucking absurd. It's almost $15 to $20 per fucking ticket, depending on where you go. It's absolutely asinine. I didn't have to listen to people sing when I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. No. I didn't pay for people to sing during Joker. No. Didn't pay to listen to people sing to Terrifier. Then again, Terrifier didn't really have many musical cues. You get my fucking point. We go to a movie theater to watch a fucking movie, not a fucking musical. End of conversation. So if someone tells you, oh yeah, go sing in the movie theater to this movie because it's based off of a musical. No, fuck that. You look them straight in the eye and tell them to fuck right off. That's absolutely ridiculous. Stupid. Asinine. Absolutely asinine. See, don't worry. People will realize it's a problem when they realize most don't know the lyrics and just sing All-Star. You're right. You're absolutely right, Movie Prep. You're absolutely right. When I go see Gladiator 2, some person brought their baby to the theater so you couldn't get a babysitter. Fine. And then some person was kicking my seat. Why do you bring your baby to a movie? Okay. I understand this, and this is equally frustrating. This is frustrating at a movie theater. Having teenagers on their phone throwing popcorn at a movie theater is frustrating. Gotta admit, though, when I saw Shazam, the first Shazam, 2 weeks before the movie released, I had a kid sitting right next to me, and we were both just like super gung-ho about the whole Cape Hero shit. It was pretty awesome. There's a time and there's a place and there's a vibe when it comes to a movie theater. You already immediately know your vibe within the first 10 minutes of the fucking movie. Another good example. When I saw Joker for the first time, me and my best friend that I used to go watch movies with, the minute Arthur gets smacked in the face with his own sign, me and him start fucking busting up laughing when everyone else in the theater does not laugh. And we're like, oh, this is not one of those movies. We should probably shut the fuck up for the rest of the movie. And then when I went and saw Joker 2, I was literally the only guy laughing. I don't know if that speaks volumes to the quality of the movie or if I just understood the subtle jokes that Todd Phillips was getting at in that. But regardless, I understand completely. If you were to go see a very serious movie like Gladiator, you had some shitbag kick in the back of your seat, yeah, that would probably piss me off. Like, bring your baby to something like Moana 2. Bring your baby to Lilo and Stitch. Bring them to something they might actually find entertaining. Why the fuck would you bring a baby to Gladiator 2 is beyond me. And I say this as someone who watched Terminator 2 and Terminator and Scream all at the ripe age of 6. But bringing a baby to a fucking movie theater to watch Gladiator, watch a bunch of people get mutilated, destroyed, eaten by sharks, you name it. The fuck? What the fuck? I don't know, man. That's a whole different level of wild, but sorry you had to put up with that, Braden. That's unfortunate. Imagine if this shit started happening at Broadway shows. Oh my God. I know, right? Damn, you and your friend are twisted. I didn't laugh when he got hit by the sign. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a really, really dark sense of humor, and that played to that for sure. Absolutely. I absolutely will admit that when Arthur Fleck gets smacked in the face with his sign by those degenerates, I let out a fucking gut laugh, and it was very unbecoming of me. I am slightly ashamed of myself. Almost as ashamed of myself as when me and him, the same friend, walked out of Rise of Skywalker. We're on a real good high from the movie. We were walking back to our cars. I shit you not. This is like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer spoils the fact that Luke is the son of Vader. A whole line of people ready to go see the movie. This is on that level. We're walking back to our car and fucking, I look at my friend and I was like, damn, fucking Snoke was a clone of Palpatine the entire time. And two guys are walking by us and one of them gives me the fucking stink eye and the other guy follows suit promptly. And I was like, oh, are you guys going to see Rise of Skywalker? And they were like, yep. And I was like, oh. Sorry. It was one of those Homer Simpson moments. And I was just like, ooh, I fucked up. I totally fucked that up for someone. I'll admit that. It's not quite the level of getting punched in the face for revealing Han Solo dies in episode 7. Pretty close, though. It's not that big of a detail, but it's one of those like, oh, that's cool. Thanks, I guess, kind of things, but I digress. Speaking of Star Wars, Skeleton Crew launches 12/2 at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Matter of fact, just for the hell of it, let's take a look at this trailer, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this shit. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This true. Wow, we got an official clip. How about that? This just dropped like 4 hours ago. What are the odds of that? Let's see. Let me get this all pulled up right quick. Bring the volume up about there. And then we're gonna take this off. All right. Hold on. All right. Check this shit out. Let's check out this clip for Skeleton Crew. See what we got going on here. Hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright strike. Oh, I love this. Oh, that's clever because it can't go. Okay, I get it. That's really clever. I love that. And he's got like a little paper bin thing on the back. He's probably a paper boy or some shit. Oh, I bet you anything this is where the kid finds the ship.
With eyes on your own desk until assessment is complete. If you skip a section, you will not be able to repeat it.
Oh.
No unauthorized data pads or comlinks are allowed during any of the testing sections. If you must use the refresher, remain seated and utilize your desk controls. If you finish a section early, we'll decide on the next section to begin. Any questions?
What if, say, someone missed their tram, so they're taking a shortcut
Sit
and
down,
then...
student. The test will begin shortly.
That's so
Sit.
cruel. Sit down, student. What the fuck? What a fucked up droid, bro. Wow. Oh my god. What the fuck? That droid was so mean for no good reason at all. That's so fucked up. What the fuck? That was so mean. But I bet you anything, the kid's going to miss his test and he's going to go find the ship. I bet you donuts to dollars. That's what's going to happen. Bet money. Bet money. Bet all the money on that shit right now. I'll bet you. I'll bet you. I can't wait. I seriously can't wait for the show. Like, the more I see of it, the more excited I get for it. Looks good. Looks like a fun time. But its premiere got moved up. Will now be premiering on December 2nd, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, my time zone. 8 episodes. Yeah, it looks cool. That clip was cool. I like that it's more like, oh, hey, you know, not every kid in Star Wars lives on a desert and, you know, works on a farm or whatever the fuck. Like, they have a school system. They have, like, you know, a society. There's more to this, you know, galaxy far, far away than just, you know, kids growing up in AT-ATs and deserts and Hoth and shit like that. Like, no, there's a normalcy, a sense of normalcy to children in Star Wars. So, Boldadash on Twitch asks, were they bullying that blue child? No, it looks like that they were being taught the blue alien kid. I forget what the kid's name is. I think it's Wheel or something like that. Neil. It's Neil. That's what it is. Neel. That's what that kid's name is. It's Neil. The kid was asking, like, what if someone misses the test because they missed a tram and we're on a shortcut, and the droid was immediately just like, sit down, student. And it's like, whoa, okay, that's harsh. But, you know, it's ironic because I'm not really a Goonies fan, but I love John Watts and I like Jude Law. So I'm going to watch this show. I'm also going to be reviewing it for Multiverse of Color, the website I do in fact write for. I am a staff writer on that. And I will be reviewing it as it goes out every week. Just like I've been reviewing Superman and Lois, and just like I will be reviewing Creature Commandos. But yeah, Skeleton Crew is less than like 5 days away. We are at 1, 2, 3 days. That show premieres in 3 days. 3 more days. 3 more days. That's right. 3 more days until Skeleton Crew. You know what else lifts in 3 days? I'll tell you what. The Creature Commandos embargo. That's right. So the embargo lifts December 2nd, same day as Skeleton Crew, but the embargo lifts at 9 a.m. my time. I can't really say much more than that. I've done an advanced review for it. I will be writing an advanced review for it because I've seen all 7 episodes of Creature Commandos. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, the embargo lifts on December 12th. But words are hard. Excuse me, December 2nd at 9 a.m. promptly my time. And then I can talk about things that I liked in the show, but I can't spoil anything. And I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, you will hear more from me about Creature Commandos next week. So when the next Friday Fill happens, that would be the 6th of December. I will be talking about the first 2 episodes there. My advanced review will be up. My review of the first 2 episodes will be up. And it'll all be out there for the world to see. I know people have already started like breaking embargo and spoiling shit about it. And those people are fucking terrible and they're dumb and they can eat a bag of shit. But yeah, I all I can say is I have seen it and I can't wait to talk about it because it's gonna, it is going to probably ease a lot of people's feelings, but it also probably will I already know it's going to piss some people off. Like there are people who are going to like hate watch this show. They're probably going to hate watch a lot of things in the DC universe. That's their prerogative, I suppose. But you know, I it'll be very interesting to see the kind of conversations that stem from this show. It's only 7 episodes, and it'll only be like a 5-week thing too, because they're doing a 2-episode premiere that Thursday on the 5th. And then for the next 5 weeks, it'll be a single episode every Thursday. They have not clarified what time that episode will drop. I would hope it's probably not at midnight, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the Creature Commandos embargo does in fact lift at 9 a.m. Pacific time, my time on Monday the 2nd. Because it's the same day as Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Yeah, so it would be the 2nd. And then a couple days later on the 5th is when they have the 2-episode premiere on Max. Yeah, you know, like I said, I can't wait for people to see it. I can't wait for people to talk about it. It's going to be cool. Be finally nice to finally talk about this fucking show that I've been sitting on for a month. But speaking of DC and whatnot, Braden says, I think Superman and Fantastic Four will do well at the box office. I agree. I think that Superman and Fantastic Four are going to do just fine at the box office. There's a 2-week time frame in between both films. They both have a sufficient enough time to keep the ball going for their respective franchises at the movie theater, at the box office. And honestly, if you have 2 good comic book films at the box office, at the theaters at the same time, I can't imagine that, you know, one won't benefit the other in some way, shape, or form. I mean, you have the reboot of DC's very first hero on the big screen again for the 3rd time. Wait, let me get that right. Superman Returns. Okay, 4th time. No. It would be the 3rd time rebooting it. Yes, because Superman Returns was like a loose sequel to Superman 2, but in a way it was also kind of a reboot because Brandon Routh wasn't Christopher Reeve, etc. Then you have Henry Cavill. Now we've got David Cornsweet in the title role. But yeah. And as for Fantastic Four, this will be the 4th time that they are on the big screen. Because they're the 2 movies from Tim Story, the Fan 4-stick film, and then now this. So it'll be good. I'm hoping it'll be good for both of them. But speaking of Superman, I'm going to bring up this awesome poster that I saw. And man, this thing looks pretty fucking cool, if I'm being brutally honest. Because it actually, you know what? I think I should pull it up on Threads because I can get a full image there on Threads. Let's see. I gotta scroll down my feed here right quick. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Come on. Where is it? Oh shit. I'm gonna have to go to replies. There we go. There we go. Okay, found it. Cool. Okay, so I first saw this on the DC Film News thread page, and this is, it turns out, not an official poster, but it will be a poster being distributed at CCXP, and it looks like it'll be a CCXP exclusive, but it is not officially licensed by DC Studios, as I have come to find out. But Gunn did give the artist praise. George Quatros, he gave him praise for this. So this looks cool. I like this. It's actually it's in reference to a newspaper clipping that was taken on the set about Superman stopping a train in a newspaper clipping. Like, there's an image of him stopping a train, and this very much is evocative of that. And I think that's a kind of a smart way of marketing this movie without actually spoiling anything for said movie. I like that it has the emblem at the bottom. I think that's pretty cool. I do like the pose here of him just kind of stopping the where is it? Here we go. Sharing this page. So, like, we've got the image right here. You know, we've got the emblem, we've got Superman, and, you know, this image actually kind of makes the trunks look bearable. I will say that. But, you know, he's stopping a train, I'm assuming, from some level of destruction. You can see the Daily Planet right back there in the background right there. That's pretty cool. But, yeah. Braden says, I like everything about James Gunn's Superman suit. First of all, not meaning to, like, be like, I disagree with you, but I'm just like, you know, that's great. I'm glad you like it. I'm a little more like, on it. Like, I like the emblem. I think the emblem looks good. I think his hair is pretty on point. I don't like the fact that it has the yellow emblem on the back of the cape. I think that's a little too much. Never will be a fan of the chonies on the outside. I think that's a ridiculous thing. I am not shocked that he has the chonies on the outside. I'm not shocked at all that James Gunn did the underwear. That's not shocking to me at all. I will not like it. I will never like it. I think it's ridiculous. I think the suit is a little bit too bright for my personal taste, but honestly, the best thing about it probably is the emblem, I think. And that's only because I think it's because it's taking its cues from Kingdom Come. And even though it doesn't have the black, I do like that they gave it the traditional red and yellow. Do I think Batman will have the underwear? That's a great question. Look, I'm pro no trunks. I think trunks on the outside of a superhero costume went out the window fucking years ago, but people still like tradition, and that's fine. I'm not one who likes that shit at all. I think it looks stupid and ridiculous no matter what hero it is. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the trunks. I don't think I mean, I would hope not, because, you know, if you're doing the Damian Wayne Robin, his suit is vastly different than what Dick Grayson's original suit was. And I would have to imagine that Batman's suit, I mean, I would certainly hope that whatever Batman looks like in the DCU is evocative of whatever Andy Muschietti wants to make Batman look like. And I would certainly hope that he takes his cues from, you know, Zack Snyder and Ben Affleck, because, well, he had to direct Ben Affleck in The Flash. So I'm kind of hoping that they do like a blue and gray color scheme, and I'm really hoping they don't do underwear, but wouldn't shock me if it was present at all. Wouldn't shock me in the slightest. I would certainly hope that there's at the very least an in-story reason why Superman has those goofy ass looking trunks, but time will tell. And I don't know. I'm just firm in the camp of, I do not like trunks on the outside. I think they look stupid, and I think they look ridiculous. No matter what hero you're talking about, I think they just look fucking ridiculous. My buddy Travis, how's it going, man? I prefer no trunks, but that doesn't matter in my enjoyment for the film. I love the first season of The Flash, and that suit looks like a red condom. Bro, I hear you, because I think the suit in the Flash film kind of looks like a condom, more or less. So I 100% understand where you're coming from. Am I watching Superman and Lois? Yes, I am. And you know what? That is a lovely dovetail into what I'm going to talk about next before we jump back into James Gunn, the DCU, and Superman and all that other shit. Because, well, with any fandom, there's always some kind of discourse that comes about, no matter what. Be it the Trunks, be it Batman doesn't kill, be it fucking, you know, the Wonder Woman theme being overused. There's another one too. You know what that is? Doomsday. Now, if you saw the thumbnail that I posted, I made a little edit over Doomsday in the thumbnail because, well, let's just go ahead and pull up an image of Doomsday and Superman and Lois. Now, let me also preface this. I like Superman and Lois just fine. I think Superman and Lois is great for what it is. It's an amazing, well done, well made Superman show with what the CW budget has to offer. That said, I am not a fan of this design for Doomsday. Then again, in fairness, I wasn't a fan of the initial design, and then this honestly just makes it look way worse if you ask me. Oh my god, this looks bad. This looks so bad. I'm sorry, like I can't take this version of Doomsday seriously. It looks like claymation, it looks like stop motion animation. I can't take this version seriously. And honestly, even the inverted S is just like, yes, we know it's a version of Bizarro turned into Doomsday. It's ridiculous. It looks bad. It looked bad in the 9th episode of the 4th season. It doesn't look menacing. It looks fake. I just do not like this version of Doomsday. I think it looks fucking ridiculous, and I think it doesn't look real. I think it looks cheap, and I'm just like, man, this still didn't do that show any favors. The way Doomsday looked in the show didn't do it any favors. I'm just not a fan of this design of Doomsday, and I've never been a fan of the design of Doomsday, like, at all. Like CW, like the CW Doomsday, I've just never really been a fan of at all. At all. The fact that they threw on, the backwards Bizarro S on his chest, I was like, well, that's kind of a dead giveaway, but all right, sure. Then again, like what is there to compare it to, right? Like, you've got the Doomsday from Krypton, which I think looks great. You've got the Doomsday from Smallville, which is a giant rubber suit. Okay. And then you've got, of course, Zack Snyder's Doomsday from Batman versus Superman. And I'm just like, take your fucking pick. Like, if you like one over the others, that's the best one to you, right? Like, this seriously should not be such a fucking discourse, and yet it is. It is. And the thing that pisses me off about this is the fact that we see stupid shit like, oh man, where is it? Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Where did I see this? This shit right here. Do you agree the CW show has bested Zack Snyder? Why? Like, why make it a fucking pissing contest? This is stupid. This doesn't make any fucking sense. This is dumb. This is like saying Michael Keaton is a better Batman than Christian Bale and Ben Affleck, or vice versa, or vice versa, vice versa. This is stupid. This is dumb. In the words of Frank Miller, again, whatever you think is best is your favorite and should be the best one. So I really don't understand this whole like notion of, oh, well, the CW did it better. Oh, they did it better than Zack Snyder. Fuck, okay, dude. You want a cookie? You want a trophy? You want fucking... What the fuck do you want, man? Like, I don't know. I just think it's really fucking stupid to just be like, oh, well, this did it better than that, so haha, fuck you. What the fuck? These are fictional fucking characters, and people are entitled to feel how they feel, But to go after someone and be like, oh no, this version did it better. Anyone who knows me knows exactly what I'm about to play. But let me just put it to you this way. If you like this version of Doomsday, fucking more power to you. Absolutely more fucking power to you. I will not fault you for it at all. But man, for anyone who just feels the need to like argue, bicker, and like if you see someone who has a different version of Doomsday as their favorite and you immediately feel compelled to like argue or disagree with them, then well, this is what I have for you.
I'm like, that's cool, but you're living in a fucking dream world, okay? So
you're living in a fucking dream world because at the end of the day, this shit doesn't fucking matter, and it shouldn't matter, and you shouldn't internalize this shit. You shouldn't take it so fucking personally if someone has a different fucking opinion over this crap, and yet so many people do, and that I think is the most ridiculous part of this all. Anyway, what's the chat saying? Here, let's see what we got here. Yes, Donovan, I'm well aware you disagree, and that's totally fine. Travis says that Doomsday was fire. Okay, see, I've been talking to Travis about this cape shit stuff for years, and him and I sometimes even diverge on certain things, and we feel differently about this version of Doomsday, and that's totally fine. Yes, Donovan, claymation. I think that still made it look like a complete claymation figure. Let's see. Dalton says, I enjoy how Doomsday looks on Superman Lois. To me, it's a lot better than BVS. One person. See, there's another person who says they like it better than BVS, and that's totally fine. I don't necessarily share that same opinion, and I don't think I ever will. But that's just me. That's totally just me. That is what William has been talking about with them always going back to Doomsday in live action. I don't know what William has said. I haven't spoken to William in like a week since the vodka stream. So I don't know his opinions on that. He usually goes live when I'm going to bed. So I don't know exactly what he said about it. But I'm sure we're probably one and the same on it because I know we feel very, very similarly about a lot of different things. That is stupid. I agree. I'm glad we can agree on that, Donovan. Believe me, I am. BVS Doomsday is supposed to be more Frankenstein monster than an alien. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is about the Doomsday stuff is like, here, let's pull up the Krypton one just for comparison's sake. Right? Let's just look at this sucker. Let's look at this bad boy. Because there's a couple different fucking looks for this character, and holy shit, it is insane. Pull up an image here, open up this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. This is a still from, Krypton was a short-lived show on Sci-Fi. And yeah, it looks. Look at it. I mean, it's subdued. It's a little more normal sized. He doesn't have like the spikes over his head. He doesn't have like the ponytail like he always has in the comics, and that's fine too. But he's got the spikes on the arms and the shoulders and right here and right here and even like right here in the center, and he's even got the green on the legs, and that's cool too. Like I think this right here is a decent version of Doomsday, right? We've got this, and then we've also got, oh man, I can't wait to take a look at this. This one looks bad. I have never been a fan of this one like at all. I've always thought this one looks kind of ridiculous. There's this one too. Yeah. See, this is just a rubber suit with a bunch of fake rocks glued onto it. That doesn't look very good at all. And he's even in like actual pants too. This is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? And then, everyone uses the still of Doomsday like before he gets all the spikes and shit. And I'm actually partial to, oh man, where is it? Where's the image of Doomsday? It's like during the final fight where he gets more spikes on him. And does he look more like Doomsday than anything? They don't really have a good image of Doomsday during that fight, do they? Not really, at least not on Google. But I guess for reference sake, I'll just pull this one up. Oh, that's a GIF. I like that. Oh, fuck off. wouldn't even just bring me to the gift. God damn you, you piece of shit. You sack of worthless shit. I hate the internet sometimes. Anyway, this is the one they keep using for reference. And it's like, I'm sorry. Like, I like this version of Doomsday. It's, you know, it's subtle. There's not too many rocks. He's got it around the eyes. He's going to get it around his face as soon as he evolves. It's like, come on, man. What more do you want? I mean, for fuck's sake, let's look at the design from the comic books, for being brutally honest, right? Look at this. Look at, what does the original design of Doomsday look like, right? Like, what does that look like? Let's see. This is just a big old spiky monster. And that's what Doomsday is. Just a big old spike monster from the depths of Krypton. There's not really a good one from the... you know what? I'm just going to have to fucking bite the bullet. Doomsday. Death of Superman comic. There we go. There we go. Okay, here's a perfect image right here. An image, a new tab. Share this tab. Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's so simple. This is such a simple design. So I don't understand why we need to go overboard with like the amount of rocks, or like, you know, we need to add like we need to fucking make him with Bizarro. We need to do that. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. It's just a big spike creature who fucking kills Superman. This is not a difficult concept. Jesus Christ. Let's see, what's everyone saying in the chat? Daryl Taylor says, this is why I can't stand the complaining with the female Silver Surfer and Fantastic Four, all because they didn't do Norrin Rad Silver Surfer in the MCU yet. Great example. It's a great fucking example. And the even worse part is we haven't even seen what oh man, Shalabal looks like, so we don't even know. And since they've even, I believe they've said it's Shalabal, it's like, okay, well, at that point, if you're doing Shalabal, you're gonna get some variant of Norrin Rad. So it's stupid. Fandoms and fans are fucking stupid, just like with Star Wars. Braden said, it's so stupid that people are saying that CW did it better than Zack Snyder. I'm just like, okay, do you want a fucking gold medal? Do you want a fucking hug? Do you want a girlfriend? I mean, I'm the same way. I just don't see the point in just bitching and like being like, oh, victory lap, I finally got a Doomsday that looks closer to this thing in this fucking funny book that I love so much. It's like, cool, man. I got mine like almost 10 years ago, but fucking good for you. Congratulations. You love Superman and Lois? More power to you. You love Doomsday in that? More power to you. You fucking think that's the best version of Doomsday? Again, fucking more power to you. Don't be an asshole about it. Because I guarantee you, I promise you, when that Superman trailer, and this is the other thing I'm going to get into. Matter of fact, we're going to jump right into that fucking thing right now. Braden says, for God's sake, they probably need a girlfriend. Not a human being. Hi, Darren. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Darren. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. When this trailer drops, when this Superman trailer drops, I can't wait for it to drop, because then it'll finally be out and people will fucking talk about it. And, you know, it'll finally come to pass, and then people will be like, all right, cool. Can't wait to see the fucking movie. It's like, yeah, cool. That's the whole point of the fucking trailer. But what I really wanted to touch on was how anal people are being about this goddamn fucking trailer, and how just fucking insufferable some fans are going to be about this shit. So I saw this yesterday, actually. I saw this either yesterday or today. And oh my God, I can't believe just the sheer amount of, please, James Gunn, give us answers, is becoming more insufferable by the fucking day. So I'm assuming this is probably from Twitter. This right here. Dan Marcus, I knew / know, well, not personally, but like we were internet friends for a while, and then him and I had a disagreement. We don't talk, nothing personal against the guy. I just don't talk to him anymore. But he posted this. I'm really excited for the Superman trailer. From everything I've heard, there is enormous pressure internally from inside Warner Brothers for the trailer to be received well. Apparently, the studio asked for multiple different cuts of the trailer to find the best version. To clarify, ever since trailer necessitates multiple cuts, apparently the editor cutting the trailer presented a fairly finalized version of for the studio weeks ago. The studio wasn't happy and said, make it better. I wouldn't want to be part of the marketing department over there right now, which was recently gutted. Okay. And James Gunn responded with this. If I could just fucking blow it up, but it will not let me blow it up. So I'm just going to say what he says. James Gunn replied with, well, sort of. But when he says studio, that's solely me, as the only studio involved in cutting or anything to do with the trailer is DC Studios, i.e., me and Peter, parentheses, and I'm the creatively demanding one. This is the exact same rigorous process I've gone through with cutting every Guardians trailer, pushing the marketing folks as hard as I can, cutting and recutting until I think we have something worthy of the film itself. All that said, my notes are a lot more specific than make it better. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that there's no one internally at Warner Brothers who's worried about this, except maybe David Zaslav. But the bottom line is, and this is just going to reinforce something I've been saying for a while. Warner Brothers has fuck all to do with DC now, because everything DC, live action, animated, or otherwise, goes through, wait for it, DC Studios. Warner Brothers Pictures is not involved in the creative process at all. They are distributing it. That's it. And even then, they have little to no oversight over anything that happens creatively, i.e., anything marketing. Now goes through James Gunn and Peter Safran and their marketing department. So this whole notion of, the people at WB are, no, the fuck they're not. They're more worried about the other shit they have to fucking make. Anything and everything DC is all on James Gunn and Peter Safran's shoulders. People are still so convinced that, DC, they can't shake the WB. No, you missed the fucking point. They no longer have any oversight whatsoever creatively over anything DC related at all. Like, straight up. Like, this is why David Zaslav, and all his infinite fucking wisdom, and I use that sarcastically, gave DC Studios its own thing. Like, there is a DC autonomy unto itself now that has no shadow of WB. Okay? Like, this is not going to be Toby Emmerich. This is not going to be Walter Hamada. This is not going to be a fucking Jeff Johns situation where they go, well, I'm really not happy with the thing you're making, so make a change. No, there is none of that going on. Warner Brothers has, again, fuck all to do with anything DC outside of distribution going forward. And it amazes me that people are losing their collective shit over shit like this. And seriously, when it comes to the trailer itself, just prepare yourselves. I'm telling you right now, prepare yourselves, because there are going to be people on both sides. Okay, hear me out. There are going to be people on both sides. You have people who kiss James Gunn's ass on a regular fucking basis every goddamn day, give him all the credit for everything DC, even though there's 15, 16 other people working with him directly with DC projects. They still only want to give him credit. There are those people who are just going to prop him up and treat him like the fucking messiah that they think he is. And they're going to think that this trailer is the best goddamn thing since baked bread. And they're going to act like that single trailer is going to be better than anything in Man of Steel or BVS or hell, even Superman Returns or even Superman 2 or anything Christopher Reeve made. There are people who are going to treat this goddamn movie like a fucking Bible scripture. And that's going to be insufferable. That's going to be fucking annoying. And then also, on the other side, you have those diehard Zack Snyder fans. And listen, I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I love Zack Snyder as a filmmaker. I think he's made, hands down, without question, the best DC movies to date. That is my bar. That is my bar of quality. BVS, Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Any comic book film that can reach that bar good on them. And there are very, very few that tend to reach that bar. And I mean very few. That said, there are going to be those diehard dimwit DC Zack Snyder fans who are just going to look at this trailer. They're going to nitpick it apart. They're going to take a dump on it. They're going to make fun of David Cornsweet. They're going to make fun of Rachel Brosnahan. They're going to make fun of Mr. Terrific. They're going to like lambaste James Gunn for doing like a soft version of BVS minus Batman, but making a Superman movie with a bunch of extra DC characters in it. They will find 10 ways to bitch about this movie all the way to Sunday, and they will not shut the fuck up about it. They're going to claim that they're not going to watch the movie, but everyone knows they're going to go fucking watch the fucking movie day one just so they can bitch about it online. And you know what? Both sides are fucking insufferable. Absolutely both sides are going to be insufferable about this goddamn trailer when it comes out. And rumor is it could come out next week at CCXP, could come out the week after that on the anniversary of Superman the movie. I don't fucking know. Frankly, I don't care. And I mean that in like a I don't give a fuck when it releases kind of way, because I'm going to watch the fucking thing one way or the other. Who isn't? Seriously, who the fuck isn't going to watch this trailer when it drops? It's arguably one of the most anticipated trailers in all of comic book fandom right now. Because people are betting and hoping that this, quote, saves the DC brand, which is a stupid narrative to begin with. But then there are also people that are hoping that this trailer is going to fumble and fall, much like the first initial presented photo of this film with David Cornsweet putting on a boot and not looking happy. You just can't win with these fucking people, man. I'm telling you, like both sides. No matter what, you've got one side who's just going to fucking get down on their knees and like brown-nose James Gunn all the way till the fucking very end of the movie releasing. Hell, someone just paid $20,000 just to get a ticket to the fucking premiere. And then you've got other people who are just like, fuck James Gunn. You took my universe away from me and you kept what you wanted. You're an asshole. Wah. Now give me Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. Wah. Doesn't work like that. And it will never work like that. You can bitch and moan all you want. You can do your whole sell the Netflix thing. It ain't gonna fucking work, but hey, you do you, boo-boo. What's everyone? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. What's everyone else saying in the chat? Let's see. Donovan says, agreed, DC is its own autonomy. I agree completely. Daryl Taylor, I've been telling with the difference between why Kevin Feige does engage in social media compared to James Gunn, who is always on there. Honestly, Kevin Feige has never been one to engage on social media. He's from a bit of a time where social media was a thing that has drastically evolved the way we consume and interpret these movies as they come or whatever, these TV shows. I think he looks at it more of a tool, whereas James Gunn uses it for what it is, engagement. There's a difference between the two of them right there. Daryl says, I have Watchmen, Man of Steel, and Snyder's Justice League all in my collection, while my brother has 300. I have all four of the film. I have Watchmen, Man of Steel, BVS, and the Snyder Cut all on my fucking shelf. Because I love those movies so much. That's why I released the Backroom movie, please, are the best fans. Silent, invisible, non-existent, therefore impossible to be topic. I mean, I would like to see what exactly that Batgirl film entailed, you know, like that it would have been a nice what if movie, but beggars can't be choosers. That ticket was for a good cause, as fundraising for veterans, so it was bidded up to $20,000. Okay, true. You bring up a good point. It was bidded on the behalf of a fundraiser for veterans. I stand corrected. It was done for a good cause, so I will give Gunn that for sure. You know, and also just kind of touching on his whole DCU as a whole, like, you know, he's been out doing the rounds. Peacemaker season 2 is wrapped filming. Deadline reported a couple days ago that Sergeant Rock is apparently in the works with Luca Guadagnino and apparently Daniel Craig set to star. That has not been confirmed by James Gunn yet, but considering it is from a major trade, you can almost guarantee that one taken to the bank, and it probably might happen. Can't really say for sure, because, you know, it's a process. Like, just because something gets announced doesn't mean it's greenlit, and that's another thing. It's another thing some people have a really hard time fucking comprehending and understanding is like there is a massive, massive difference between greenlighting something and announcing something. Just because something gets announced does not mean it gets greenlit. There are two very different things going on there. And it doesn't cease to amaze me that people often get the two mixed the fuck up. Because, oh my God, do they act like it's the same damn thing both ways. And it's just not. It really isn't. So, yeah, James Gunn was said, like, you know, we're not going to just announce something without a good script. And that's when people kind of started jumping down his throat about, well, you did a bunch of announcements at the beginning of January, da 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 da. And it's like, dude, there's a big difference between announcing something and greenlighting something. Like, yeah, you can announce a project, but it won't get greenlit until things are A-okay on the scripting side. And I think Gunn even gave a statement about how movies are even floundering because of the fact that they have really poor scripts and really bad stories to them, and he's not wrong. Daryl says, don't forget about diehard DC fanboys who, for some reason, want James Gunn to stick it to Kevin Feige because, for some unknown reason, DC fans are obsessed with DC getting a win over Marvel. Okay. I agree completely because it's almost like they couldn't take the W when Wonder Woman came out and showed Marvel Studios like, hey, guess what? You can do a female-led superhero movie and not be a chicken shit about it. And then 2 years later, they made Captain Marvel. And even to James Gunn's point, that movie had kind of a hollow story. Still made $1 billion, though, didn't it? Point is like DC fans could even take that W. Like, yeah, Marvel had their own fucking universe going by the time that happened. But at the same time, Warner Brothers was like, yeah, that's cool. We finally got a successful female superhero movie made. And it's great. And it's a great fucking movie because it is. Wonder Woman is a fantastic superhero movie. Braden says, there's probably going to be people who hate watch Creature Commandos and don't think they know what they're doing because if they hate watch it, it means the show could get a season 2. Oh, 100%. It could be a Velma situation. It could be Velma all over again. If people hate watch it, that's just going to increase the numbers on Max, which wouldn't shock me at all. And having seen Creature Commandos, I can say that, like, I can say that they're probably going to hate watch it, and there's going to be some things that there are definitely things that happen. There's one thing that happens in a specific episode that I know for fact is going to piss off some of those fanboys, and they're going to cry foul, and they're going to compare it to something that's happened before. I can already tell it's going to fucking happen, and I can't wait to see the reactions to this episode because, again, people are going to flip their fucking shit. And they're going to act like James Gunn is a fucking, excuse me, a con man. You know, they're going to give him all the shit they've been giving him for like last 2 years. But there is one episode that is absolutely going to flip shit when it comes to Creature Commandos. Like people are going to fucking lose their shit when it comes to this one episode. I won't say what. I won't say which one until the episode airs. So you ain't getting shit out of me about that. But you're right. People are going to fucking hate watch that show. Just like they're probably going to hate watch the Superman trailer. That's for damn sure. And anyone who says they're not going to watch that movie,
you lying sleaze. You want to rethink that answer?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to be like, I'm not watching that fucking movie. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. If you're in this sphere, you're going to watch the movie. You're going to pay the money. You're going to fucking just go see it. That way you can bitch about it. Even if you torrent it. Even if you torrent a shitty cam rip of this movie, you will have watched it just so you can fucking bitch about it. I know how this works. I've been in this game for like the last 11 years, 12 years. Like this is not new to me. Like people have been doing this shit for years and it's old and tired. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not at all shocked at people who are probably going to hate watch the fuck out of Creature Commandos. They're going to hate watch the Superman trailer. I mean, people hate watch shit all the fucking time. You know, it's not new. It's nothing new. That's for damn sure. Nothing new at all. But yeah, I think that kind of covers it for this episode of Friday Phil. I didn't really have much else on the dock because, again, it was a very slow last 2 weeks. Because, you know, the holiday, it's the holidays. Like news is going to kind of slow down. But outside of that, like I think the last thing I did see was that James Gunn mentioned that they're working on Batman Part 2 and Batman Brave and the Bold simultaneously. It kind of looks like Brave and the Bold might be the next thing they focus on, following Lanterns and Supergirl. So that'd be cool. Daryl says, some people will hate watch Fantastic Four. So I have a theory about Fantastic Four, and this will be the last thing I do before I sign off. I think Fantastic Four, the first trailer for Fantastic Four, will be shown off in front of Captain America, Brave New World, if not shown probably at the Super Bowl. That's my guess. Time will tell, though. If we get it sooner and earlier, even better. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Do me that favor. This is where I'm going to put a pin in it for now. It's great to be back. Great to have the regulars. Braden, Daryl, Donovan, Movie Perp, Chainsaw, Dalton, Darren. Thank you guys for tuning in. Chainsaw, Travis, Ronan, my guys. Like really, I really appreciate you guys stopping in, clicking in. Helps the show get noticed and all that fun shit. But you guys know the drill. Do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps the show get noticed, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Give me the follows on the sock meds, unfiltered pretty much everywhere except for Twitter, because I am not on that fucking toxic waste dump, but I am everywhere else. Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky, Vero, just at unfiltered. Do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Really, again, helps. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to use this, but I guess I do. But I'm sad I didn't get to use this show, and that's this is fucking awesome clip. But I guess we'll have to save that for another time. But yeah, do that thing. Mucho appreciato. This is me signing off for the weekend. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving and a great Thanksgiving weekend. Much love and take care as always. Bye.